Gurave Namah. Namah Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin iti namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyaeva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam, pungum langayate girim, yat kripatamaham bande, Sri Gurum Dinatarinam, Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Iswaram. First of all, I offer my respectful obeisances to His Holiness Kavichandra Swami Maharaj, begging His causeless mercy, paying my respectful obeisances to all the assembled Vaishnavas, begging your mercy to be able to say something about this holy place. Maya is very strong. When you walk through the streets, see all these buildings, vehicles, just general public, it's very difficult to compare that with what the scripture says about this place. But we have to see through the eyes of the scriptures, through the eyes of the pure Vaishnavas like Bhaktivinoda Thakur. In the month of Kartik, to be able to take part in Navadvip Parikrama, this is something makes our previous acharyas, and especially Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, very happy. He desired this parikrama. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he says, Navadvip Mandaler Mahima Apar. The glories of Navadvip Dham is endless, to the extent that Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, even Ananta, Sahasra Vadana says, Bornite Akkham. Even Ananta cannot glorify Navadvip Dham, the glories of Navadvip Dham properly. Then Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Khutra Jeev Ami Kise Hui Vasakkham. I am a very insignificant living entity. How am I supposed to glorify Navadvip Dham? But taking the blessings of the Vaishnavas on Nityananda Prabhu and the previous acharyas, Bhaktivinoda Thakur has given us Navadvip Dham Mahatmya. Yesterday, you all took part in the Adivas. My health wasn't good, so I couldn't come. My health is still not good, but I thought I have to come. Kabe ami Navadvipe bhromite bhromite. You walk, no? From our temple to here. This was the desire of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. When you'll be able to just walk in Navadvip Dham and then come to Antardvip. Antardvip bono mache paibo dekhite. This area where you see so many buildings, this was one of them. Of course, Navadvip Dham is very beautiful, but Bhaktivinoda Thakur explains how this part of Navadvip Dham was very, very special. Why? Because most of the ghats of Antardvip was here. So right behind this building, when we'll walk, you'll be able to see how Ganga used to flow. Ganga used to flow from that side, we'll be able to see that. Flow from that side and then go from this side. Now you'll see Ganga is floating from that side and then going that way. So here he says, Antardvip bono mache paibo dekhite. I'll come to Antardvip and I will be able to see in the beautiful forests of Navadvip Dham Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Saparsat Gaurachandra Nartan Vilas. In this area, Sriman Mahaprabhu is chanting and dancing with his intimate associates. Maybe some of you have seen that today, I don't know. But Adhyapya Sailila Kore Gaura Rai Kono Kono Bhagavane Dekhi Bari Pai. Even today, what Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, even today, Sriman Mahaprabhu is performing his transcendental pastime, chanting and dancing with his intimate associates. Only the most fortunate living entities, fortunate devotees are able to see. And seeing that, I'll faint on the ground. This is Navadvip Dham. Every part of Navadvip, every part, every inch, every dust of Navadvip Dham, they're all intimate associates of Sriman Mahaprabhu. Everything in Navadvip Dham is dear to Mahaprabhu. Don't take anything from Navadvip Dham cheaply. Even someone who is so-called non-devotees, maybe they're smoking in front of you or they're saying something differently. Don't look at the external. Don't get carried away. Don't get confused. Just be very respectful. That's all. Even the dogs, the cats, everything. You want to get Mahaprabhu's mercy, this is the way. Respect this place, respect the inhabitants of this place. That's all. So here, there are many Ghat. Mahaprabhu Ghat. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavat, you'd be hearing some of those pastimes. How Mahaprabhu used to be in his bathing ghats and performing so many pastimes. So that Ghat was around this place. Then Madhai Ghat. The Ghat that was bathing Ghat that was personally made by Jagai and Madhai on the instruction of Nityananda Prabhu is here. Nagariya Ghat, where all the inhabitants, general public would come and bathe. It's called Nagariya Ghat. And then you have Barkona Ghat. This famous pastime of Mahaprabhu arguing with Digvijay Pandit, the famous pastime of Chaitanya Charitamrita, Digvijay Pandit. That also took place. That particular bathing ghat was made by Vishwakarma for the pleasure of the Lord and His devotees. So all these beautiful bathing ghats were there, beautiful roads with gardens, full of flowers. Now you see anything? No. But, like I said, don't get carried away. Maya is very strong. We want to keep that mood within our heart and have that love and respect for the inhabitants of Navadvip Dham and the Dham itself. Here Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that how in the Barkona Ghat there used to be a beautiful Shiva temple. Vishwakarma Nirmilen Prabhu Aggadhar. Vishwakarma build that bathing ghat by the order of Sriman Mahaprabhu, where Lord Shiva was worshipped. See, this area also belongs to Lord Shiva. Very interestingly, practically every island of Navadvip Dham, Lord Shiva is there. Every island. One island itself is called Rudradvip. The whole island is called Rudradvip. But you go to Antardvip, Simantadvip, go to Godrumdvip, Madhyadvip, Ritvadvip, you go anywhere. Everywhere is Lord Shiva. He is so eager. You know, sometimes you hear this statement, like Rupa Goswami, Tunde Tandavanite Tunda Vali Labdhai. I wish I had millions of years, millions of times. My question was that you have 2 years, you hear okay. If you have millions of years, would you hear more? So I was asking, why is Rupa Goswami asking for millions of years when 2 years is enough? Even 1 year is enough. So he was explaining that the desire is, by Rupa Goswami, is that wherever in the universe Krishna Katha is going on, he wants to be there at the same time. He doesn't want to miss any pastimes. So Mahaprabhu is performing his pastimes in every island of Navadvip Dham. So he wants to be in every island at the same time. Mahaprabhu can perform his pastime. Some devotees are here in Antardvip, some devotees on Simantadvip, some devotees on Godrumdvip, Madhyadvip, Ritudvip, Koladvip, Madadrumdvip, Rudradvip, they are everywhere. So Lord Shiva is everywhere. It's very important that entering Navadvip Dham, starting the parikrama, under the guidance, under the shelter of Lord Shiva, is very important. He is the guardian. He is the protector. He is the pujari. I always say, just like in Mayapur or any temple, if the pujaris don't open the curtain, you won't be able to see. So Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati, they are the head pujaris of the dham. They are the protector of the dham. They don't open the door, you don't see. So it's very, very important that we begin our parikrama with the blessings and permission of Lord Shiva. Can you say after me? Say Har Har Mahadev. Har Har Mahadev. Louder. Har Har Mahadev. Har Har Mahadev. Har Har Mahadev. Har Har Mahadev. Prabhu bole mayapure ini Kshetrapal. This is from Nityananda Prabhu. He is telling Jiva Goswami, my dear Jiva, Lord Shiva is Kshetrapal, is the protector of the holy dham. Gaura Maya Sokti Odhishta Nityakal. In this area, Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati eternally resides. So where we are sitting, Nityananda Prabhu had brought Jiva Goswami here too. And he introduced on the exact spot. Of course, Bhaktivinoda Thakur gives exact measurement from Yogapit. Of course, it's very difficult to do the measurement now, because during Mahaprabhu's time, what the house measurement of Mahaprabhu was, that we don't know. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Kshetrapal, this Kshetrapal is this many feet from Yogapit, but now it doesn't match. So my only understanding is that Mahaprabhu's house must have been extended to very near where we are sitting. But right now it's not extended like that. It's very limited to a small space. But if you go to different Sripats now, even you go to Raghav Pandit's house, Chaitanya Bhagavat says that Raghav Pandit's house, his garden, had thousands and thousands of coconut trees. with millions of coconuts and so many other fruit trees. Devotees, they were chanting and dancing, uprooting those trees in ecstasy, of course. But if you go now, the land is very small. Some of the lands you can even now see is very big. Like you go to Advaitacharya's house in Santipur. You go to the house of Advaitacharya in Mayapur, it's very small. You go to his house in Santipur, it's very big. You go to Jagadish Pandit's Sripat in Chatta. According to the description, he had a huge piece of land because of Lord Jagannath. Now you go there, most of the land has been taken by public. Little bit of land is there. So this place was very close to Mahaprabhu's home, just a few feet away. You can read in Navadipta Mahatmya, he gives the exact measurement. So very briefly, we'll describe the glories of Mahaprabhu Ghat. When Krishna appeared in Dwaraka and he performed the most mesmerizing pastimes in Vrindavan, on the bank of Yamuna and in the water of Yamuna. Jamunar dekhe Krishna Chandrer Bihar. Seeing the beautiful pastimes of Krishna and Srimati Radharani in the most purifying water of Yamuna, Mother Ganga began to pray to Krishna. Kabe hoibek mor Jamunar bhagya. My dear Lord, will I ever be able to serve you just like Yamuna is serving? I have this desire. Nirabati Ganga ei bolilen bhakya. Continuously Mother Ganga began to pray to Krishna. My dear Lord, please give me that blessings that I may be able to serve you just like Yamuna is serving. Sometimes you all have desire, no? You see someone making garlands and then you feel, I wish I could make the garland. And then you see someone is cooking and you feel like, I wish I could also do some cooking. Don't worry. Many of your desires have been fulfilled. And sometimes you feel it's too much blessings. I don't want to cook anymore. It's too much. But what is japa? You say, my dear Krishna, my dear Srimati Radharani, please engage me in your divine service. So sometimes sours his blessing. You want service? Haribo. Here I am. So Mother Ganga is praying to Krishna. Please, my Lord, please. So Chaitanya Bhagavat says, Vancha Kalpataru Prabhu Sri Gauranga Sundar. Mahaprabhu is Vancha Kalpataru. He fulfills his devotee's desire. Any desire you have, he'll fulfill. So be careful. Especially while doing parikrama, have nice desire. Because you never know. And then you wonder, why did I ask that? Just like one of the devotees, he prayed, you'll be hearing that tomorrow I think. Yeah, he wanted long life. So he got long life. And then he wanted to die, but he couldn't die. Because he got this benediction of long life. You want long life? So live. Or he wanted to die so bad, he couldn't die. It was very important. But Mother Ganga, he desired properly. I just want to serve you. Please give me a chance. So Mahaprabhu came here. Jannavir Vanchapurna Kore Nirantar. You will see all pastimes of Navadvip Dham of Mahaprabhu. Either he is on the bank of the Ganga or he is in the water of the Ganga. His house was so close to Ganga. I will specify the place. You can see. So from Yogapet, Mahaprabhu could easily see Mother Ganga. So his very house was in the bank of Mother Ganga. So either all his pastime is on the bank or he is in the water. Every single day he would be in the water for hours and hours to the extent that his parents have to come and beg him to come back. Come out of the water. Please come out. It's time to eat. But he is fulfilling the desire of Mother Ganga. He is Bancha Kalpataru. He would play before he started going to the school. He would play all day long, completely filled with dust. And then he'd go to Ganga, wash off. Then when he started going to the school, you have seen how the kids go to the school. You know, half of the writing is on the paper and half of the writings are in their bodies. You know, they're doing this to others and themselves. So, likhon kalir bindu sobe monohar. I don't know if some of your parents, I don't know if you have ever said this to your son who came back from the school completely filled with dust and, you know, ink all over their body. Look what Sachimata says. Oh, Nimai, you look so beautiful. Says genuinely saying, Sobe Manohar. You're so beautiful. Look at the different colors on your body. Because Mahaprabhu is golden, no? A lot of colors match with gold. Not too many colors match with gold. I mean other colors. But with gold, a lot of color matches. Likhon kalir bindu. All the dots from the ink. Those days ink used to be used. After studying, he comes with his friends and Ganga snane madhanne cholen bohu range. Oh, how he came with his friends, how he performed his pastime on the water. They would splash water on each other. Sometimes he would put water in his mouth. You see a Brahmana. Well, he is a Brahmana. He thinks he's big, no? He is powerful, very potent. He's just about to come in the gondola. Mahaprabhu is just watching him. Nimai is watching him. Takes bath, does his Gayatri. And as soon as he comes out, Mahaprabhu takes the water in his mouth. He filled his mouth. He goes like this in front of him. And the Brahmin is asking, what are you doing? Just wait, I'll show you. So he goes like this. And then he throws at that Brahmin, and Brahmin thinks, oh, he is impure. I just took bath. This guy, this naughty boy has made me impure. Again he goes, takes bath. Mahaprabhu thinks it's very good. He again taking bath again. I'll do it again. So he does it again like that. How he, in a transcendental way, harassed, especially the Brahmins who came here to take bath. That the bathing ghat of the Matajis and Prabhus were different. So Mahaprabhu would come and change the clothes. He would take all the Prabhu's clothes, put it in Mataji's area, and vice versa. So when the Prabhus come, they only see saris and ladies' clothes. And then when the Prabhus come out, they only see Mataji's clothes. And they are quite upset because it's quite embarrassing. Please understand what was Navadev 500 years back. It was highly respected. All the greatest Pandits lived here. And the most aristocratic families lived here. People came from all over to study here, to take shelter of Navadev. So when, right now if somebody does, it's like, okay, but that time, wow, they wouldn't even touch the shadow of a Sudra if a Brahmin is walking. And you can understand from Haridas Thakur's pastime. Haridas Thakur, when he went to Puri, he stayed far away from the pujaris because he didn't want his shadow to touch the Jagannath pujari. So that was the culture. And look how Mahaprabhu is treating those Brahmins. Please understand the context in which Mahaprabhus are performing his pastime. Sometime they would build Shivalinga on the bank, and they were in the middle of the worship. Nimai would come pick up the Shivalinga and he would say, I am Lord Shiva, and then jump on the Ganga with Lord Shiva. Someone would come and bathe in the Ganga here, close his eyes, doing Gayatri. And, when you do Gayatri, those who are second-initiated about it, your mood is a little different, no? Little serious, praying. So, but Mahaprabhu choose that time. He'd come in the water, catch hold of that Brahmin who's doing Gayatri, and then pull him under the water. As you know, that time there were crocodiles. And Nityananda Prabhu used to play with the crocodiles. So someone suddenly pulls you like that, and not slowly. He pulls you like that, naturally. And then later on they find out it's Nimai. Sometime you jump, one Brahmin is standing there doing his prayers to Mother Ganga, and Nimai would somehow or other climb in his shoulder, and he would scream, I am Narayan. I am that Lord Narayan. And then jump like that. Kali Yuga Narayan Mui Parotek. You don't recognize me? I am Narayan. Look at me. In Kali Yuga, I am Narayan. Look at me. And then you jump. He would steal their books. They would come from teaching or studying, senior students, keep the books on the bank, take bath, they come out, their uttariya chadar is gone, their books are gone. He would not spare the girls too. He'd go to the girls' side, and they would come to worship Lord Shiva, Mother Katyayani, and others. Prepare the bhoga, especially the sweets and other things. Have the garland ready, flowers ready, the food ready, and then here comes Nimai. Takes the garland, he said, you worshipping Lord Shiva? You don't know who I am? Therefore, I have to identify myself in front of you. Please know I am Lord Shiva. Without saying anything else, take the garland and put it on him. Take the chandan and put it like that. Take the flowers, put it on his feet, And then you'd say, oh, thank you for the offering. And you'd start honoring. And the girls would be very, very offended. So Mahaprabhu, Nimai would get very offended. How dare you? I am the Supreme Lord, you don't recognize me, and now you're chastising me? I will curse you. So the girls would be very, very scared. Because, I don't know if you have this, I had this experience. I went to Radhakund many years back. Not now, now maybe a little bit different now. I remember maybe 25, 30 years back, I was a kid, So this panda came, he is still there. That panda is still there. And then he comes to me, I said, where are you from? So I said, I'm from Mayapur. Immediately he thinks, you're from Mayapur means you must be a disciple of Jayapataka Maharaj. Immediately, you're a disciple of Jayapataka Maharaj. I happen to be his disciple. I said, yes, see, I know everything. I said, okay. He said, I am his, what they say, Tirtha Guru. It's a very common word. So I am his Tirtha Guru. Whenever he comes to Vrindavan, I am his Guru. I take him around. Now give me money. So the way he said it, then he started to say, I am a Brahmin. If you don't give me, I'll curse you. Seriously, he started to say like this. So at that time, I don't know what I had, 10 rupees or something. I gave him the 10 rupees. Oh, he was really mad. He was really mad. He said, I'll curse you. You'll never get Radharani's mercy if you don't give me more money. So at that time, my mood was that whatever I have, just take it. But don't say this word that I am a Brahmin, you're a Brajvasi, and you're telling me you aren't good Radharani's mercy. So then he started to say, I tell you the mantra, you chant after me. This. I don't know what was coming after. So he made me chant this mantra, and then the real part comes. I will be feeding so many Brajvasis. Meaning so much money for 10, 20, 30. So he started going on and 100, 200. What is your limit? So he started with 10. So I said 10. Okay, so how much is it? So I had that money, I gave it to him. The fact that a Brajvasi or a Dhambasi or a Brahmin or a devotee will tell you, if you don't do this, I'm going to curse you. So Mahaprabhu used that tactics. It's nothing new. That's it. Mahaprabhu, you don't give me, I will curse you. Oh, no. Take it. So Mahaprabhu ate the whole offering. Then he said, the fact that you have given me, I am giving you blessings.
What was the curse?
I'll tell you the curse. Okay, so this is the curse. So this is the blessings. The curse will come later. Because they came out of fear. Prabhu bole, Toma sobake dilo ei bor. I am giving you blessings. Toma sobar bharta habe param sundar. That all of you will get a very handsome husband. Very handsome. Not only that, Pandit Vidagdha Juba, they'll be young, great scholars, and don't worry, they'll be dhanna, ban, they'll be very rich. What else you want? You get a beautiful husband, young husband, a Pandit, a scholarly, and very rich. Then Mahaprabhu said, I am giving you blessings that each of you, sat putra hoibe, chirayu motiman, that each of you will get 7 children. They'll be all healthy, very healthy, and they have a long life. So, some of them internally, they're very, not some, most, all of them are internally very, very pleased. But externally, they thought, they told Nimai, you shouldn't be doing that. You're like our brothers. Now, please don't do that again. Today you took, okay. Mahaprabhu said, I'll see that tomorrow, what I'll do. But some of them actually ran away. With the offering, some of them, there's a crazy guy, so naughty, he says he's Lord Shiva, he says he's Narayan, Narugopal, so they ran away. So those who ran away, Mahaprabhu screamed at them, listen, I'm cursing you. You're running away. This is my curse. Jodi more noi beddo na deho hoiya kriponi. Oh misers, if you run away like that, I curse you that all your husband will be Buddha. They will be old. Buddha bharta hobe ar. All your husband will be old and chari sotini. They will have another 4 wives. So, hearing that, they actually came back running. We don't want to be cursed like that. So they also give it to Nimai. Now Nimai, after honoring their offering, also gave blessing. Okay, I take my curse back. I also bless all of you that you'll get beautiful husband with so many children and this and that. So all these pastimes happened here. Now, at one point, all the girls and all the Brahmins thought, this has to come to an end. This cannot just go on like that. So all of them together, all the girls went to Mother Sachi, and all the Prabhu's Brahmins went to Jagannath Mishra. When Jagannath Mishra heard this, he couldn't believe his ears. How could my son do that? He took a stick, came here. He was coming here. those girls and the Brahmins, they came back before Jagannath Mishra came here. Because after Jagannath Mishra and Sachimata was informed, so Jagannath Mishra and Sachimata, they were talking how to rectify Nimai. So in the meantime, the girls came, the Brahmins came, and they saw Nimai is continuing his mischievous nature. They told Nimai, don't mind, huh? We just came back from your house. They went to complain. Now they are coming to Nimai and telling him, we have complained, we better run away. What we saw, your father is definitely coming here with a stick. You better run away. So here comes Jagannath Mishra is coming this way. Nimai is telling all his friends, as soon as my father comes, you tell him in a very shocking way that Nimai, where is he? If Jagannath Mishra asks, you ask him the same question, as if I wasn't even here today, and that all of you are waiting for me. You speak like the rest, I'll take care. So Jagannath Mishra came with a stick in his hand, really angry. Where is Nimai? So the students got together, meaning Nimai's friend. They told Jagannath Mishra, my dear sir, seeing you, we thought we would be asking that question because we've been waiting for him for so long. Every day he comes on time to take bath. We were studying together. He said he's going to the house. And now you are saying he's not. Now we are also very worried. Where is Nimai? So Jagannath Mishra got completely confused. So he went to the house. He told Mata Sachi, no, sorry, I made a mistake. So while Jagannath Mishra was speaking to the Nimai's friends here, Nimai went to his house. From outside, he started to call out, Ma, I'm back. I'm back from the school. So as soon as Mother Sachi heard this call out of Nimai, from Nimai, she forgot everything. She hugged Nimai with so much emotion, so much love, so much care. He saw dust all over his body, ink all over. Then Jagannath Mishra came. He saw that Nimai's body was filled with dust, ink everywhere, meaning he hasn't taken bath yet in the water of Mother Ganga. And both of them showered their affections on Nimai. Jagannath Mishra forgot everything. Then after some time, Jagannath Mishra remembered, hey, I have to do my duty. And he told Nimai, why do you do this? What did I do? Oh, those Brahmins came, the girls came, and they said this. So when did they say that? Today. When? Just now. But when did I do that? He said, today you did. Just see. They're complaining to you that today I did. All this on the bank of the Ganges. I'm just coming from school. Look at my body. Does it look like I'm coming from Ganga? Look at all the ink, look at all the dust. He said, it's true. So Jagannath Mishra said, anyway, please don't do it. So then Nimai got a chance. He said, I'll do it. I'll do it more. Why? I haven't done anything. And they're complaining. So if I have to get the blame, why not actually do it and get the blame? So I will go, I'll do it. He comes back and he starts harassing. So Jagannath Mishra was completely confused. Why? Because when Jagannath Mishra came here, the students told him he's not here. But the Brahmins, they were here. They complained. So Jagannath Mishra turned to those Brahmins and they said, Jagannath Mishra asked those Brahmins, you all complain. They are saying Nimai is not here. What's the real story? So the Brahmin said, hey, forget everything. Forget everything. What we are just saying, that you are the most fortunate father of the universe. You have Nimai as your son. Just feel the most fortunate. Rest, leave it to Krishna. Don't chastise him. Don't chastise him. So the Brahmins who complain, now they are convincing Jagannath Mishra not to chastise Nimai. Their love and affection for Nimai is so intense. These are the glories of Dhambasis. I have this experience many times. I was with the parikrama of Indradhanu marriage. The other day we went to Agradip. I had gone little before the group came. And I saw the Dhambasis of Agradip, how they are serving Gopinath. They don't have tilak, they don't have sikha, they don't have neck beads, nothing. But every day they pick the flowers, they bring to Gopinath, they chant some mantras, they pay obeisances. And they were telling me in the month of Kartik, they come to the temple twice. They come in the morning, they come in the evening. They do the kirtan. All the Dhambasis. I didn't say anyone has tilak. I saw maybe one or two have the neck beads. So don't judge the Dhambasis. The fact that they are born here, they have some connection with Mahaprabhu. I have time to say Madhai Ghat or no? I have time? So, so this area is also Madhai Ghat. As you know, Jagai, Madhai, they were Jai and Vijay, no? So there, yesterday I was reading from Chaitanya Bhagavat, very interesting. Said they didn't have to come as Jagai Madhai, because that was not the condition. Condition is that you appear as demons, few lives, I think 3, right? 3, and then you come back. Or you take birth as devotee so many lifetimes. So they chose demons because only 3 lifetimes. Chaitanya Bhagavat says, Jagai, Jai and Vijay, when they heard Mahaprabhu's coming, they wanted to come. So on their sweet will, they came here as Jagai and Madhai. But, they are supposed to be naughty, no? And Chaitanya Bhagavat says, no one can describe how sinful they were. Even Chitragupta, if you read the description, he told Jamraj, don't waste your time by asking what they have done, because it's too long. The list is too long. Can't even say it. Forget. So Jagai and Madhai later on got delivered by the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. 64 kota? $128? Huh?
Into na job.
Into 64 plus
128.
128. So Jagai and Madhai, after being delivered, they were living on the street. As you know, their father was considered the king of Navadvip. They are the zamindar, landlord, to the extent that Chatkazi, whom Mahaprabhu delivered later on, even Chatkazi were scared of Jagai and Madhai and their father. They were like the kings of this place. So there they had immense wealth. But after becoming devotees, they did not go to the house. They lived on the bank of the Ganga. And every single day they chanted 128 rounds. Anyone here has ever chanted 128 rounds? I asked one devotee the other day, I was telling this story, 128 rounds. I asked one devotee, he said, is there anyone here? He raised his hand. I was very surprised. He says, how many rounds you chanted? He said, I chanted 192 rounds. I said, wow, that's pretty good. How long it took you? He said, 4 hours. I said, that's pretty fast. Something is wrong. He said, yeah, I chanted 192. Haridas Thakur, you know. Haridas Thakur used to chant 192 rounds. 4 hours I finished. I said, Hari Bol.
Prabhupada said Haridas Thakur took 17 hours.
No, it says Prabhupada has said that Haridas Thakur used to take 17 hours to complete that rounds. I didn't know that. Thank you, Maharaj.
I heard him say.
Oh, wow. So,
5 minutes, 1 round.
5 minutes? So, 5 minutes, 1 round. So, Jagai and Madhai used to chant 128 rounds every single day. Take bath in the Ganga, pathetically cry, calling out the mercy of Sri Sri Gaura, calling out the mercy of the Vaishnavas. The Vaishnava community of Navadvip, they were completely shocked to see the transformation of Jagai and Madhai. So, Usakale Ganga Snan Korea Nirchone, Dui Lokko Harinam, Loi Pratidine. Taking bath in the Ganga and just taking shelter of the holy name. Especially Madhai, he is the one who hit Nityananda Prabhu. No? He just could not accept how he could physically abuse the Supreme Lord, who specifically came to deliver him. One day he found Nityananda Prabhu. He completely surrendered his life and soul, getting hold of Nityananda Prabhu's lotus feet. Madhai began to sob, cry. And he says, my Lord, how will I repent? How will I be freed from all my offenses? Some devotees I know, I have committed offense. Some devotees I do not know. You know, knowingly you do something, you know. Unknowingly, by mistake, accidentally. Like in the temple, it's very crowded. Suddenly by mistake you push someone without even knowing. But the person you pushed, he realizes you pushed him. So that's an offense. But you're so busy. Have you ever seen Janmashtami day? Temple is completely packed. Here is a devotee. He feels today is Janmashtami. I have to pay Dandavat. So what if I have to push devotees? So the altar opens and he jumps. You know, pushing so many devotees. It's not right. You're hurting other devotees. So unknowingly we are doing so many things. Madhai's question was, my Lord, unknowingly when we do so many offenses, how will we be delivered? Nityananda Prabhu blessed both Jagai and Madhai and he gave a solution. I think this solution is for all of us. Do something, do some service that involves many devotees. Like for example, when you call some devotees to feed them, or you do some service that other devotees gets involved, like Nityananda Prabhu told Madhai and Jagai, make a bathing ghat. So when you make a bathing ghat, many devotees will come. Then Nityananda Prabhu said, keep it very clean. So clean that other devotees will willingly want to come. As soon as somebody comes, you say, my dear Prabhu, knowingly, unknowingly, I have done so many offenses at your lotus feet. Please forgive me. So as soon as devotee comes, you ask for forgiveness and make a beautiful bathing ghat and keep it very, very clean. Therefore, Vaishnava Seva is emphasized so much. Chariya Vaishnava Seva Nistar Pechekeva. Who has been delivered without Vaishnava Seva. So, serving Charanamrita, serving Prasadam, inviting devotees, making roads, making bathing ghats, or doing some service that many devotees will be benefited. That is one of the best ways to be relieved of different offenses that we have committed knowingly and unknowingly. So this is where Madhai Ghat was there, and Madhai, Jagai and Madhai made beautiful bathing. Ghat Chaitanya Bhagavat says, when a devotee would come to take bath in Madhai Ghat, then the Jagai Madhai Ghat, they would say, Gyaneva Oggane Joto Koilu Aparat Sakalo Khomia More Karaha Prasad. Chaitanya Bhagavat says, how humbly Jagai and Madhai would beg the devotees to please forgive them their offenses. Chaitanya Bhagavat glorifies as Parama Kathor Top Koraya Madhai. He was a great renunciate. And after that they became brahmacharis. After Jagai and Madhai got delivered, they remained celibate. Chaitanya Bhagavat says, Brahmachari Hano Khyati Hoilo Tathai. Because they never went back to their homes. They stayed here and they served. Nirabodhi Ganga Dekhi Thake Ganga Khate. They returned, they always stayed here, make sure everything was clean. Addapiya Chaitanya Chinna Ache Chaitanya Kripai. Even today, the symbol of Madhai Ghat is still there. Madhair Ghat Boli Sarbaloke Gai. This is from Chaitanya Bhagavat. So we'll be pointing out where we were told by Janani Vas Prabhu. That tree is still there. So there is a tree here pointed out by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. He said that this was the area of Madhai Ghat. We just beyond this building. So we'll be pointing out that place there. In this way, this used to be one of the most favorite place of Srimad Mahaprabhu. Spending hours and hours playing with his friends, the inhabitants of Navadvip Dham. Later on, there are so many pastimes that comes to my mind, but very often when he grew up, then he was not playing like this, no? He was very serious. So in the evening, after studying, now he's a big teacher with thousands of students. He would come here and sit so close to Mother Ganga that it was almost touching but not touching the water of Ganga Devi. He took a vow that I will not touch Mother Ganga unless I'm taking bath. We'll hear that pastime later on in Naimisaranya later on. But Mahaprabhu would sit very, very close to the Ganga, just wanted to play some pastime with Mother Ganga. So he's like this close, this close, but not touching. And sometimes he'd sit little far, maybe this far. So Ganga was here, this low, Mahaprabhu was sitting this high. So it's pretty distance, no? Now for you to touch, not so much, but for Mother Ganga, that means Mother Ganga has to rise all the way. So Mahaprabhu would sit in the evening, the sunset. Mahaprabhu would see the sunset. Oh, and so beautiful. You talk about so many things with the students. And Mother Ganga from down would watch Mahaprabhu's lotus feet. Oh, I want to touch that lotus feet. Mahaprabhu understood Mother Ganga's mood, but he wouldn't come down. So Mother Ganga's like, you're not coming down, I'm coming up. So suddenly, there is no rain, no wind. Suddenly, devotees see Mother Ganga rise. What's happening? There's a flood. What's happening? So they see that, Mother Ganga rise, touch the Lord's lotus feet, and then within seconds come down. No one understood. Mahaprabhu understood. And one or two great devotees of Mother Ganga who were there, they understood. So all these amazing pastimes would take place in this area. We're very, very fortunate that we are able to take this parikrama with His Holiness Kavichandra Swami Maharaj, we'll be hearing from him in Srivasangan, right, Bhakti? In Srivasangan, one of Mahaprabhu's most favorite place. We'll be hearing, every day we'll be hearing from Maharaj and other senior devotees. Atul Krishna Prabhu and who else is coming? Sarvadrik Prabhu. So they'll be all coming and speaking at different places. Every day we're trying to get as many senior devotees as possible. Again, thank you all. I couldn't welcome you yesterday because I wasn't well, but I take this opportunity to offer my gratitude to all of you for coming to this parikrama. I know many of you have been taking part in this parikrama for last 10 years, 12 years. Practically every parikrama you come. Still you come. That just especially the children. Gopika is here. She's been here from the day one, doing dramas for all of you. And it's so nice to see how all of you are so attached to Navadvip Dham. That's our life and soul. Just be attached to Navadvip Dham. Let Mahaprabhu take care of the rest. Just be here. Prabodhananda Saraswati says, mayapur nagare basati kurusma. Simply reside in Mayapur Navadvip Dham. You'll get Krishna Prem. What else you want? Premam buddho viharane yudi chitta vritti. Mayapur nagare basati kurusma. Simply stay in Mayapur. Chant the names of Gauranga. You get Gaura Prem. You get Krishna Prem. That's all. So with that desire, for next 6 days, we'll be doing parikrama, visiting all the islands of Navadvip Dham. In that way, we're trying to fulfill the desire of our previous acharyas. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So from the other side. So if you have any questions, you write it down. And later on, whenever you get a chance, you can ask Kavichandra Maharaj. Kavichandra Maharaj will be here every day from beginning till end. Other speakers, they'll come and go. But Maharaj, we used to get Janani Prabhu and Pangajana Prabhu like that before. They would be here from morning till evening. And we have changed the program a little bit, so you don't get so tired. When we started the parikrama, we started not so enthusiasm was like the top. We used to do so many things. We used to visit so many places. We start in the morning at 5 o'clock and sometimes we'd reach at 7:30 in the evening. You would be so wiped out. We reduced a little bit. But we used to get Janani Prabhu's and Pangajani Prabhu's guidance and shelter. Now we have the shelter and guidance of His Holiness Kavichandra Swami Maharaj. So he'll be with us every day from the morning. And we're trying to go back right after lunch. So devotees are getting elder and so trying to adjust things accordingly. But again, thank you all for coming. You can ask Maharaj, you can ask me later on whenever you have some questions. Just write it down. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Wherever you're sitting, just turn around and you can see a drama. Okay? Just wherever you're sitting, just turn around.